A capricious first half coming out from these two teams, both getting their digs in throughout this, but it does seem as though toward the end, Liquid started to get themselves back together, but Gambit certainly keeping themselves in the running there.
Yes, they really did, and I mentioned it's a great job recovering in that half, because it was looking like it could have been a blowout for Team Liquid if Gambit weren't able to take the kind of the momentum away and go on a small run. See these two guys, Hobbit, Naf, head to head. There it is.
Look, words are tricky. We've been busy people.
I'm struggling with words. You're struggling with numbers.
Yeah.
With our powers combined, we should be one complete person.
Look at us go. Haven't been called a complete person in a long time, so I mean that's pretty good. Gambit now on the T side, of course. Liquid on the CT side. We'll see if there's been any disparity once obviously they flip over. It looks like Twist will be challenged, but it looks like a bit of, not necessarily a read, but they've got the players in the right place here. Dren going to find Twist to begin with. That's a bit of a feed, but the flash is fantastic. Look at this. He's got a complete free reign, but there's a counter flash coming back in. Made it not so easy. Elige, you better be ready because the flood's about to happen. Gambit make it out. And Team Liquid looking a little worse for wear, but can Naf be maybe the saving grace of this side?
I have a 2-on-3, and Nitro's on a quick flank. That could just do it. Weird angle for Naf to handle, but he does. He goes for the repeak. Oh, this has been a battle the whole way. Seized waiting for this flank. Nitro's got to be prepared. There's a Dren out in the open. He's down to red. Nitro, he doesn't realize Seized is just below him, and there's the peak. It's all on Naf now. 1-on-2. And the bomb is stuck.
How's he made it out this far as well?
It seems like a Dren with low HP just wants to get in a position to cover the plant, or to check the flank, but Seized is still stuck.
Naf, well, he's in no hurry. This is such a big read from Naf. Backs away. That is absolute precision play, but would he expect another? Or was that just a flank? Is that what he's going to chalk it up to? Again, it's a gamble for Naf now.
The moment he feels it's a flank, so he's obviously checking the B bomb site, and that's going to put him way out of position. Liquid's going to be upset. They had the perfect pistol on call for this. They had 2 on the B platform in the B halls. They had 1 on catwalk, and Naf was there on a quick rotate. They had Nitro on the flank, and they still weren't able to handle it. But Naf, he's going to have to go for his 4th. Seized has the Molotov as well. This could just be heartbreaking, but there's a lot of time left in that timer. Naf going to clear out to the left, doesn't spawn anything. Seized just biding his time, not wanting to get in that fight, making sure he can use the Molotov appropriately. Until Naf gets on the bomb, it's not going to come out. Seized is in position. It's going to tap, and it's a long diffuse. There's no kit here, so this Molotov is going to basically end things. Naf's got to go take that fight while the fire burns, and Seized can just back away. And I think he's done it. Naf no longer can win this round, so a great outplay from Seized.
Very good.
In a 1v1.
Yeah, really nice recovery. It did feel like Naf was just reading the game plan so well, but obviously feeling it was the flank rather than the full rotate back over. Kind of fed him the wrong information. But you've got a gambler. There's no way you would have known anything more than that, surely.
Even if he believed that both players were going towards the A bomb site, once he gets that kill on a Dren, anything can change from there as well. Absolutely. So you just really pick a bomb site and you say, you either pick a bomb site or you sit in the middle and see if you get information of rotation. But if you do that, then you're never going to know what bomb site it is when it gets planted. Then you're still gambling just at a later stage.
But now let's look at the purchase coming out as well for Gambit. Galil's in there, UMPs, and on the other side, Deagles, P250, and that's about it. So very, very light, of course, for the CT side, not able to get much together. And we're seeing if a Dren Dozier can maybe farm up some funds, but Hobbit as well onto that Galil. Seized, having a little wander around, but it looks like a bit of a lean towards B for now, but that can all change. They can always play back into either side.
Yeah, no armor investment from Liquid, so they're going to be able to have a bit more nades to work with onto the first gun round. Starting to see CT teams do this more and more, as utility just seemingly becomes so important to the defenses. And yeah, Gambit's going to rotate back towards A. They've heard nothing. Doja, Hobbit's going to join him in Palace. Looks like everyone's going to be going through Palace. C's actually going to go towards Ramp. So with 3 players here, there is a chance if these Deagles can do something magnificent. It's still going to be tough to really contain everything, especially there is a Molotov on Doja, depending on where he puts that, likely underneath balcony. But a chance if some nice shots ring out initially.
Sound like a really interesting, weather sort of report. And there's a high chance of some interesting shots to come out on the western front. Already Steel to find a Dren and Twist to find Hobbit. Things are getting more than interesting. It's getting deadly. Elige there raining it in towards Dozier, and now we're down to 2 for Gambit, and Seized is clawing this back, desperately trying to keep hold, but Twist says no. It's down to a 3v1. Seized not liking this at all. And he's trying to fight his way out, but there they come. Steel there, just to add insult to injury at the end. And what an absolutely shambolic round for Gambit.
There were so many contingencies for Team Liquid in that A bomb site. It was like Twist gets a kill, then they start pushing towards him, thinking maybe he's playing retake. There's a player triple that pops out, gets one more. They go to clear him out, and it's the player who pops out of caution boxes in the site. That is a really, really nice setup. Anti-eco for Team Liquid. On top of that, Steel towards the B bomb site kills Adren, who's trying to just set up a fake. If he gets that kill, maybe someone kind of loses their nerve at the A bomb site, makes that easier for Gambit. What a shutdown. And he's looking less happy than when Steel or Seized won that pistol round.
Yeah, not so much cheer among the boys there. Always kind of upsetting when that happens, because you feel as though like the first two dice, that's right, so
yeah, you can still recover.
And then it's like, and then it spirals. It's just it's all gone, isn't it? 9-8 though, and looking coming back into this Gambit. Money-wise, going to have to just accept the fact that they don't have that much to work with. They're going to try and do what was just done to them right back at Liquid. We've got armor, though. We've got that supplementing what they bought. So we've got a couple of CZs. You've got the Deagle coming out. You've got a fair amount to work with, but no utility at all.
Yeah, that's the heartbreak. Is if you don't have success and you don't, it can be so difficult to have that. Then you just have to get picks essentially without utility. We saw Liquid make it work with some smokes and flashbangs, and Liege finish shut down 2. That just means the players over at A have to go for it, and it's a retake setup from Twist, who spotted this out. He can just wait for his teammates to come back in, but he's just going to duel and fight anyways. He'll risk it all. He's going to find just one. Just the one.
Yeah, Dozier staying alive with the CZ, 20 HP. Good work from Adren to find Steel, but 1v3, 46 HP? Almost messed up numbers again. That would have been impressive. I'm just straight up reading. Might be a bit tricky there. So there we go. 3 alive for Liquid and around the board. A step in the right direction, though. Trying to break ahead from the pack, because before he was quite close to the round, so kind of going back and forth in these longer times. It looks like there's a technical issue coming in, not a tactical pause. So hopefully they can resolve that.
It's resolved already.
Already good?
Yeah.
Wow. That's...
Got those tier 1 admins tackling problems.
Somehow you just muted your own mic. Like, nah, it's my fault, isn't it? It's actually working still. But that was very quick. So anyway, back into the game. It was for a second.
Now it's all about minimizing losses for Team Liquid. They did lose a couple players in that last round towards the end. Adren was able to get that kill. I mean, they only lost 2 total, so it's not the biggest of deals, but you still would like those not to come out. This is the time where you want to really build money, because once the rifles come out with this close of a game, you want to have as many buy rounds down the stretch as possible. So just sit back with these rifles and make sure you do short work at the Glocks.
Mid's looking a little busy when they start running out. No one's going aggressive this round. Last round they did. You saw Relief kind of pushed up middle as well. Very unlikely he's going to go for a bit of that. 4 players waiting, and the bomb is towards Palace. That's about all she wrote, really. They don't have anything else. There's no aggression towards middle, so they're going to peel off of this. Wondering how much Caesar's heard, if there's been any steps towards ramp, any information maybe passed across, because Nitro's up pretty close, so that could bode pretty poorly for them. Twist as well, going to just watch towards ramp from Firebox.
Yeah, and actually both players are kind of in positions where they're committed to the defense of the site. It's going to be difficult to fall back once action starts, so we can both go down, and Twist, he's getting dicked so much. There goes Nitro. Twist still not getting involved. Tapping away now. Took him a bit, but he's there.
Glocks in this game seem pretty deadly. Like,
yeah.
I mean, there's a good few dinks coming through, you know?
Yeah, Naf with that stellar 1v1 earlier.
Yeah, that was
great. Yeah, Twist missed some shots earlier with kind of punished his teammate, but either way, got on the board eventually. I love that slow-mo voice.
Could we get that at the end of like every round? Like just terrorists
maybe like
just
a
get slowed down
ringtone?
Oh, I'm into that. Like anytime there's a message in the WhatsApp group, that's what it is.
I would destroy all of you.
8-11. And we see Liquid now in a bit of a power position, getting the AWPs out to play now, starting to maybe feel a bit more comfortable. But we see Gambit finally having a really good shot at it, or at least having guns to give a good go at this. But they've got 3 players in Palace, 1 ramp and 1 over by B. It looks like that kind of late play through underpass going from Siege. But right now, look at this. It's walking straight out, going in cold and really They're not getting much out of it. Straight up, Elige has taken down Dozier, Hobbit, and there's not much more to be seen. No replies, and Elige isn't done with 2. He wants 3. Mo's in there as well. He's going to claim back a little bit of pride, if anything. But I'm wondering if there's any chance they can do anything with this round here.
C's needs to get involved. Mo's kind of pinned down at the moment. The tough part is Nitro on catwalk with that AWP. C's has a Molotov to put him out of position. He's got to guess this position, and he does. And this shot from Nitro, but he can't fall. Nitro's going to be able to get away when he sees that Molotov come out. And there goes Mo. It's all down to C's. 30 HP for him, and the bomb is at the A site. What a great round from Elige. He's a player, and we saw it, last week. We've seen it a number of times, obviously, throughout his career. He's been great for Team Liquid for some time now. But if you don't put a flashbang in his face, he loves fighting, and he is so good at it. His first bullet accuracy is very nice. And if you don't block him off by smokes, that's kind of the tough part. Like you said, 3 players in Palace for Gambit on that hit. They threw all the smokes over, and then a Molotov enters Palace. So the hit was telegraphed. Elige had time to rotate into great position and just takes out 3.
Pretty rough stuff, considering Gambit's money now, again, kind of gets pushed back, right? You're just in that kind of situation where you're struggling to get those bomb plants, get those kills even at this point. We'll see if anything else can come from it.
This is where you can really start to see some of the cracks in Gambit, and the conversation that centers around the in-game leadership is on this T side, because it is one of those teams, we've seen so many teams try and do it, where you just take, a really good player on your squad and make him a leader. Now here's some kills that can amount for some success. Steel's here to try and close the gaps, but can't do it. So all of a sudden, a lot of danger.
It feels like Liquid wanted every fight they could take in middle then. They really ran into it, and Gambit happily will take that on. But Dozier and Mo now left in this one. Bomb on the back of Dozier, heading right back round towards A. We've got Twist on Nitro on the other side. Now, Nitro's still got that AWP up. We've got Twist already having a decent round, getting a kill for himself too. So they're kind of split between the sites, but Twist actually peeling off of A as well.
Yeah, it's so tough to kind of figure out how to play this as 2 defenders when you're so spread apart. Everyone's going to play it passively, trying to assume what angle is going to be coming next. How aggressive does Mo want to get here? Nitro sees absolutely nothing towards catwalk, towards B halls. Twist still not moving, expecting a boost. No noises made, and just now they're going to realize it is this A bomb site.
There it is. Frustration, I can imagine now in the Liquid camp as they, position for maybe something more than that. But swift rebuttal from Nitro to find Dozier so quickly has left Mo in such a really, really treacherous situation. And it looks like maybe they're aware he's in middle, maybe, but that's good from him to strike back and quickly. Nitro goes down. Now it's Twist. Oh, please don't do this to me. All right, there we go. Straight fight comes out. So well played from Mo. Twist really just wanted to get in there, try and take him away, not have to do that dance on the bomb, but all said and done, really, really good stuff from Gambit.
Yeah, you had it right. Liquid was there was not a fight in mid. They didn't like that round, and they ended up losing too much. The passive 2v2 from them is well designed to make sure they can work together to retake the bomb site. And it looked like it was going to be possible, but great shots from Mo. Nice shots from everyone on Gambit, really, with those Deagles and CZs to eliminate the rifles and all that aggression. Good response. 9-12. Gambit not out of it just yet. Stop a 4-round streak for Team Liquid. Elige is in window. He's going to get picked off by Mo, and Nitro with the response. Mo lands right in the crosshair.
Back and forth. You love to see that. Now, I guess, is what did Gambit do? You've got a 4v4, which is always pretty nice for a T-side in a way. You kind of like to work with that, especially with Liquid having very little utility left as well. They're down to, what, a flash or 2? Even better. Make it an advantageous situation straight up. 4v3. Nade comes back in. Again, back and forth. These teams are finding these kind of return kills so quickly as Dozier's vying for room, though. He's opting to look for possibilities, ways in. So far sees nothing. The closest threat is, of course, Twist, but these guys walk up dry. There's no way Twist knows when they're actually getting hit.
Yeah, Twist has been playing in Connector basically this whole time. He's been playing Retake a lot over at the ticket booth at the A-bomb site, and the fact they have no knowledge of what's coming in A kind of really scares him from making that peek and trying to find that information. They could spam him down. It's Nitro. Stops the plant. That's huge. Gambit's got to run in there and get the bomb. More shots coming out. It's going to be spam. No. Bomb goes down. Twist trying to make sure he doesn't swing too wide. Doja is waiting for everything. He's in Palace. Molotov's out. Hobbit brought down low. 28 HP. And Doja holding the off angle. Can't land the shots. He's brought down as well. This is going to be so difficult. No kills coming out for Gambit. They've been so close, but haven't been able to find anything. Now, on the bomb, Nitro's got to cover his teammate. He switched over to the M4, and it's being stuck. Doja just calling their bluff, and it's going to end up losing this round for Gambit. Can't blame him too much. The chance was there. That op kill from Nitro to stop Adren planting the bomb ended up being pivotal.
Absolutely. Liquid. These rounds are getting so close now, though. Like, at the moment. Like, it's gone from quite defining. Like, the first half felt like, you know, each team had their chunk. They each had their, like, run of, like, 4 rounds each. And now we're seeing these kind of even back and forth kills throughout the round. It's quite fun to watch. Even though Gambit have been suffering a lot with, like, you know, their money's been pretty poor a lot of the times. Like, they haven't really had that flush money to work with. And the same thing we said for Liquid. It's not like either team have had these, like, huge streaks of cash. But, I mean, excellent work between the both of them. Right now, Liquid a little further ahead, of course, 13-9. But let's see if Gambit can maybe, you know, pull something out here. They need it. They need that one big kind of hit, that, you know, big push through. And they're down to CZs on players. It's not good at all.
I mean, they know the economy's not still built up for Team Liquid, so they have to go into this round. It's their best chance of closing the gap towards the end of this game. All 5 players over here towards a Nitro with the Opus here as well, and Elysian Connector will be able to spin around very quickly and help out. But it's so tense as quiet is everywhere. Twist going underneath is going to be in danger of a Molotov. That smoke's not going to block off Nitro.
Nitro still able to see this one. Flash comes out and they take the molly damage, and it just plays it towards Twist out of dark. And he does get isolated after 1, but it did buy time for Nitro to maybe strike, but he doesn't quite get it done. And now the T-side do find room to work. Smoke's still up. Keep in mind they don't have any after this, so they've only got 1 Molotov. So keeping Hobbit nice and aggressive. Maybe going to try and keep that real estate of having connected, but the jump up gets met by sheer force. Dozier having none of that. Going to find Naf and keep things going the right way for Gambit here.
I think Liquid is, if this flank from Elige doesn't work out, they just need to save this round. They don't really have a whole lot to get back into it. Elige, there's the loss, and I think they need to back away. Swap over to the AWP and just fall back, but no, they're going to keep going for the fight. Nitro does have the op, but it's the only thing remaining. It's a nice round from Gambit. I think Nitro caught off guard with that AWP about them running through the Molotovs. He wasn't ready for that, could never get back into position. Really good awareness from Doja as well, waiting for that boost from CT Spawn. He's even ready for Nitro. Oh, that's a cool shot.
Nice. Nitro's putting on a show. You know, no Daddy Orpa, but we've got Nitro. We'll just throw him in.
He's been solid, and they've got a couple guys who are solid. Naf is a pretty solid AWPer as well when he chooses to pick it up, when he's feeling it. Obviously, for this team, it feels like his rifle is the most valued asset, but that's a big win for Gambit, and this is why. There's just no money behind this for Team Liquid. They're going to pick up the CZs, which is a risk in and of itself.
Yeah, okay.
They want to support Nitro with the AWP.
Always nice to be supportive of your friends. It could backfire, but Alicia now going to try and play in towards Palace, and I kind of like that. You kind of 1-for-1 trade it out, but considering you already had the CZ, you recover a rifle, get that to kind of then boost up the armor that you have. You kind of make another play. You make another Nitro, right? So again, these two can now maybe be a little bit more pivotal. And there's actually 4 players towards ramp here. I don't think Gambit expected this sort of kind of purchase, maybe, or this much pressure from it. Adren's now been hindered. Molotov goes in towards ramp. Plenty of smokes up, but these mollies, this presence, it's actually hindered this hit. It's really slowed it down.
I mean, it's that hall pressure. Liquid eliminated the only player in halls, and look how much they're delayed now, because Gambit realized they had to get seized in there. It's taking him time to clear all this out safely, but they need that second front. They need that player in Palace to make this work, and now all their utility's gone. Everything they just used is delayed by 1 Molotov. This is a disaster for Gambit, but they still have advantage in weaponry, although there is the AWP, there is the AK-47 here, and Twist still lurking, and no Molotov. Actually, excuse me, Cease has the Molotov in Palace. So you could force Twist into the open, but it's going to be tough. Right now, they're testing the nerve of Team Liquid with this pause.
I like it. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but I like it. Nitro is still so cautious of middle. There's no way that he'll know that there's a player there or not until this hit comes in right now. They start to make that contact through ramp, but it's Naf to tear him apart. Nitro to chime in towards Season. Twist with the CZ as well. Really well played from Liquid. They held their nerve. They got challenged on it. They got asked that question. Are you going to try and peel off? Are you worried about mid? Are you worried about B? All right, we'll see about that. And then Gambit walk in, and there it is. That Molotov bought them so much time then.
It really did. I think that on top of the kill in Palace was the big thing. Those were the 2 big delays that Liquid caused. But if you're Gambit now, you're going to go back to this T side and just be upset, obviously. You've lost now 2 anti-force buys. There are 2 anti-ecos, essentially, the second round, and obviously that one right there, which is tough. But this has been relatively uncreative on their T side. They've had a lot of A executes. That is much like the previous game we saw. They found success after such a long time with that hit onto the A bomb site. They go right back into it.
Just wondering.
There's a shotgun purchase on the board line.
I think it's a technical pause.
Okay.
I think they did the auto-buy thing by accident.
That's unfortunate. Would have liked to see that.
Yeah.
Maybe not at 14-10.
No, it's not the time. So I'm wondering. I have a horrible feeling. It's one of those like rollback, shift and roll back the money. So these downtimes can be pretty spicy.
No, I have faith.
You have faith?
I have faith. It's going to be
Alright.
quick.
When did this happen? When did you become this guy? Is it because Anders is so negative you have to be positive at this point?
Yeah, someone's got to be.
Yeah, I do enjoy watching Anders just slowly break down on Twitter. I don't think
not
he's
even
slowly
really
anymore.
slow,
No.
yeah.
It's pretty steep. It's my favourite thing. And he does give us challenges throughout the day to try and say certain words.
Yes.
Also interesting.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, don't.
Don't really care.
No. It's best to not encourage him, if anything. I should probably stop talking about it. But at 14-10, let's kind of take stock of what we've seen, because it has been a very close game, it feels.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, at times it's looked like it's been able to... One team's been able to run away. It looked like Team Liquid was going to do that from the T side in the first half. That obviously didn't happen. Gambit was able to just barely hold on with a good run of their own towards the end. And then here on the CT side, Gambit's... It looked like that was going to be very close down the stretch, but Gambit have lost two anti-force spells. Like I said, anti-ecos. Look at how quick that was.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Heartfelt thank you to the maker of Match Medic.
Shout out to you, admins. We appreciate you. All right, time's ticking down. Hopefully no Novas appear this time. I was kind of like, Hobbit's gone for a very unique approach here.
Switched off that shotgun, I noticed.
Yeah, he's not fancied that one. And at 14-10, it looks like going in on this.
You kind of just have to. We're down 4 rounds. It is one of those things where it is like the biggest opportunity you have to put more rounds on the board. Although, with their track record of winning against low buys, maybe not.
That's true. And let's see what Gambit do this time. Let's see if they switch something up. We've seen a lot of kind of leaning towards A, but a quick B hit could certainly keep Liquid on their toes. Naf is there, though. He's been such a hindrance to them, such a thorn in the side, and Elise should join him. Steel has gone down in the meantime, and Mo will strike, so certainly not all clear skies for Gambit, but at the moment, it has meant that we're down to 6. Ooh, where did Twist just come from?
It's like a velociraptor. You're focused on the one in front of you, and one comes from the side.
Clever girl.
Yeah.
I need to watch Jurassic Park. I was so scared of that as a kid. Seized. 1v3. Bomb left in enemy hands. It's not looking likely.
No, it's not, is it? He was kind of held up by the aggression in mid, and Gambit tried to take advantage of the fact that Elish was fighting at top mid for quite a time as he was throwing utility over. There it is. And they tried to kind of punish that. And Naf actually, it's funny because he was late on his utility usage on his Molotov, but it actually works out in the end because it did split them. It like 2 people crossed before the Molotov got laid down, and that held the other 2 people off from really joining in. So in a way, it still did its job. 10-15 in Gambit. They're going to have to go for another CZ buy here to try and make this comeback happen. Team Liquid on the verge of winning their first match of the tournament, of this Group A. Which would be, you know, replicating their other North American brothers. Cloud9 winning their first match, 16-14.
Always on about North American, G.
That's my thing.
But we'll see if it does stick true to what we've seen already. Twist and Elise really going to get things off to a bit of a bang here, and it's down to 1 man. Seized. Well, it's all a little wild here, but Naf just says no. And at the end of the day, you've got to be really rather impressed with Liquid. It did seem close in the first half, but in the second, they put down the foot. They got the authority going. You've got to say that is going to be an interesting team to watch going forward. But we're going to be back in a second with the analysis test coming up in just a second's time. I'm sure there's going to be a lot to say about this one. We did see some good looks from Gambit, but Liquid overall seeming far greater as a team.
Yeah, they really did, and it's some clever different defenses.